about earlier, some thunder snow, and just exactly how we get that.
Not only are you great at covering hurricanes and tornadoes, talk to us about the thunder snow episodes. You've got to witness a lot of these, something that a lot of us have never really got to witness. So talk to us about your excitement of witnessing this.
Yeah, so on live television, guys, I've been in 5 of these episodes, which is just unthinkable, first of all. To even have 5 with or without being on TV is a whole amazing part. But the last one, of course, was February 15th of 2015, when it just never stopped snowing in Boston. And I'll give you kind of a little inside story on that. I was basically in Boston covering the snowstorm. And we didn't have to move because every other day there was a forecast for snow and impact snow for the Boston metro area. So they're like, Jim, listen, we want you to get down to the Cape because the winds are going to be a little bit stronger and you're going to get some heavy snow. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll do that. And so Reynolds Wolf took over for me in Boston. So here I am in Plymouth. Reynolds is in Boston. At about 5:05 in the morning, I see him getting thunder and lightning in his shot. I was completely demoralized. I'm like, no, I just left there. I could have gotten thunder. So I was completely demoralized. I literally went face down in the snow. 15 minutes later, I got it. And so I went from down here to way up here, literally in just a minute. So the euphoria, that's what created, I think, that whole reaction. And then it happened again, and it happened again, and it happened again right in that spot. So now when I go out and cover a snowstorm, okay, it's not about where's the most snow going to be, but where and when are we going to get the potential for thunder snow? That's the first thing I'm looking at these days. Now, again, I want to kind of put a little asterisk here. Do I encourage people to go out when there's thunder and lightning? No, I do not. And I probably shouldn't be out there as well. All right, we all know that. But there's just, I can't tell you what it is, but there's just something about being out there when it's snowing literally 2, 3, 4 inches an hour, and all of a sudden you get a flash of lightning. The whole sky goes pink and purple. You hear this muffled thunder come through. It's just kind of the atmosphere at its best in a wintertime situation.
That's Jim Cantore in 2017 right here on the Carolina Weather Group talking about thunder snow. And here's a tweet from tonight. We actually had this thunder snow rolling through the high country at about 6:11 p.m. Eastern tonight. You can see all those bolts of lightning right there observed on radar. And I know our own Scotty Powell, as we bring back in the panel. Scotty, you observed this in Morganton, did you not?
Oh, man, it has been a crazy day. Let me tell you how it started off. We were talking about freezing rain and sleet last night. I woke up this morning. We had about a half an inch of sleet and just under a tenth of an inch of ice. It's been really cold and just drizzly today. Temperature, our high got up to 34. But this afternoon, we had some elevated cape. That was warmer air aloft. And we just had just the cold air at the surface, just enough convection that we had some thunder sleet going on here in the foothills and the mountains. So just a fascinating day. I've never experienced thunder snow before, but now I can collect or check the thunder sleet off of the list because it was coming down about 6 o'clock this evening. And one thing also we were talking about before the show is that thunder was so loud and the rumbles lasted so long. One time I counted 20 seconds of just a long rumbling thunder, and the reason is it's an inversion. That warm air aloft kind of caps the sound and bounces it back to the ground, and it's kind of like sound waves, and it just echoes and echoes and echoes. So it's been a fascinating evening in the mountains and the foothills. Boone had thunderstorms as well with snow on the ground and some sleet and snow falling up there with a temperature. I think it was like 32 degrees, 31, 32 degrees at 6 o'clock. So it's been a fascinating evening here in the foothills and the mountains, just with the thunderstorms and the snow and the sleet. I know Evan and I was talking about it. Evan, I know you're missing this, man. This is happening in your backyard.
It is, yeah. I mean, it brings me back memories of I've seen thunder snow once in Charlotte, and it was fascinating. I kind of, thinking back on it in my mind, I feel like I was probably like Jim Cantore was in the famous video of him jumping up and down that thunder snow. So it's fascinating stuff, and I wish I was there to experience it. But in the mountains, at least in the Asheville area, it was warmer today than it was down in Morganton where Scotty is and up in Boone. We were actually in the 40s all day at my house in just southeast of Asheville. And Beach Mountain up near Boone was up to, I believe it was almost 50 degrees, 49 degrees at one point. So that's that warm air aloft that Scotty was talking about.
Yeah, we're going to stay wedged in. We should start to break that down tomorrow, and then we're going to kind of get wedged back in on Saturday. That's going to kind of lead to a rainy weather pattern. I'll get that straight here. You can see our live cam there in Blowing Rock of the snow on the ground and the fog. And again, it's really foggy throughout the mountains.